Good evening, all. I'm Sunitha, one of the admin panel members from Edu Skills International. Before starting this session, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Father Saleen Joseph for this wonderful opportunity. Today, we are discussing about writing subtest. So we can move to the PPT. Welcome to Edu Skills International, a free online OET training platform. Occupational English test, subtest writing. Fall in love with OET. It's a free OET services. What is expected grade for or band or numerical score for OET writing subtest is always 450 to 500 or band A. OET test sequences, first listening will be there and reading. After that writing and after speaking will be there. That is the sequence of OET test. So today we are discussing about OET writing subtest. So normally in OET writing subtest, only one question will be there and the total timings is 45 minutes. In that 5 minutes for the reading time, it's exclusively for reading. During that 5 minutes, you should not use your pencils or you should not mark anything in the question paper. Then 40 minutes is the writing time. So you can use your pencils and start writing after 5 minutes. Instructions for the writing task in your answer. Expand the relevant notes into complete sentences. Do not use note form. Use letter format. The body of the letter should be approximately 180 to 200. So the maximum word count will be there, will be 180 to 200. So do you have any ideas of what are the different types of OET write letters? The first one is referral letter. There are mainly two types of referral letters. One is urgent referral letter to the hospital emergency department. For example, a patient is having a myocardial infarction or an emergency breathlessness and all. We are writing a letter to the emergency department. That and all will comes under urgent referral letter. Then the normal referral letter, a patient requires a specialist consultation. So we will write a referral letter to a specialist. So these are the two subtype of referral letters. Then the transfer letter, the patient is moving from one place to another place or one new city to another city or a rehabilitation center, university or school. So that when we are writing a letter during the time, that will come under transfer letter. Then within the hospital, which means a patient is moving from a cardiac department to a pulmonology department and we are transferring completely from this department to other or to a new department or a section, that also will come under transfer letter. In referral letter, sender may be the community nurse or a GP, and the patient may be known to the receiver or unknown to the receiver. So normal referral letter to a specialist and unknown or urgent referral to a emergency department. Okay, but here the receiver, sometimes they may know about the patient or they may not know anything about the patient. So according to that, the format of letter will be changed. If the person is knowing about the receiver is knowing about the patient, no need to write the social history or past medical history and all in that letter. But if the receiver is not knowing anything about the patient, it would be, you should write the past medical history or social history and all in that letter. Then coming to the next type, it's a transfer letter. Here we are transferring a patient from one place to another place, and the sender is the community health nurse or a GP or a hospital nurse or a doctor. Here also, the patient may know to the receiver or may not know anything about the patient by the receiver. So normally a new city or place, patient is moving to a new city or a place, to the new community health center or a rehabilitation center or a university or school, or within the hospital, to the hospital, new department or section. Then the third one is discharge letter. There are mainly two types. One type of discharge letter, the non-patient to the receiver, those who are receiving the patient, they know everything about the patient. So during the time, no need to write, as I mentioned before, about the patient, social history as well as family or past medical history and all about the receiver, about the patient, sorry. And the discharge letter, second type is unknown to the patient to the receiver. Here, you need to write in details everything about the patient to the receiver to get a better idea. This is the scenario. If normally we can see the patient is known to the receiver. So after the discharge, the patient is going back to home. Will normally write to the community health nurse for a home visit or a GP to the follow-up care, and or the nursing home or retirement home, existing resident patient. The patient was there before for the admission. Patient came to the hospital. Then they are going back to the previous place or existing place after the intervention or conservative management or surgery or whatever it is. It means discharge back from where the patient came and took admission to the hospital. Such condition, it's known to the receiver. In a discharge letter, the sender is maybe a nurse or a doctor or whatever it is, or physiotherapist or whatever it is, and the receiver, they don't know anything about the patient. The patient is unknown to the receiver. So which are the scenarios we can see such type of letter is, if you are write a letter after a discharge to a specialist or a specific department for a consultation or a visit or whatever it is, that is discharge letter. But here the receiver does not have any idea about the patient condition, so we have to write everything in detail. Or in a home visit services after the discharge, we are requesting the home nurse for home visit or a doctor to visit the patient at home. Or a rehabilitation center for a specific or special services. Here also, if the patient is not known to the receiver, we have to write everything in detail. Or a nursing home, patient the first time admitted in nursing home, that time also we have to write everything in details about the patient condition to the receiver. And this is the format what we are following in Edu Skills International. First, we have to write the address, then the date, then the salutation and reference line. Fourth point is the purpose, and fifth one is purpose expand. Sixth is other paragraph. Seventh is other paragraph. Then the eighth one is request what are the requirement of the patient, or what is to be get done by the person who is the receiver. We have to write in details about regarding that. And ninth one is the signing off. So the body of the letter is 4 to 8, and from the purpose to the till request, the words will be counted, and up maximum 200 words we can write. And this is the format, referral writing task. Using the information given in the case note, write a letter to the community health nurse in Centerville outlining the patient history and requesting ongoing monitoring. Address letter to the community health nurse, Eastern Community Health Center, 456 East Street, Centerville. So in that letter, what are the points to be noted is copy and paste the recipient address from the writing task. So what is the address given in the writing task? Just to copy and paste, but we have to do some modification in that, and write the name or designation is given. Okay, if name is not there in the writing task, simply we are giving a name. Then or designation means how to write a designation. Everything you have better to write down. Then in that, what are the modification normally we have to do is remove the commas. Unless writing two elements in a single line, it would be better to remove the commas. Then no need to give a full stop. Example, Mr. After MRR, normally we can see the full stop. But while writing an OET writing subtest, no need any full stop in that address part. So here in this address, which is right, Mr. Joseph Smith, community health nurse, that commas and all, it's removed. Eastern Community Health Center, 456 East Street, Centerville. So here, what are the commas or full stops which is given in that task? It's removed. This is the format what we have to use while writing a letter. So in that format, name will be there and the profession also. In that address, name of the health center is there and name of the street and name of the city. So everything is included in that. This is the right and appreciated format of writing an address in the OET writing subtest. So where the use of the before designation, normally if the name is not given, then it would be better to use the before writing the professional name or designation. Okay, the district nurse or the chief nurse or the medical consultant. The after before, sorry, after before designation. If you know the name or the of the medical professional, you need not to add the before the designation. If you are mentioning in the address or in the writing task name is given, then no need to write the while writing the address part. Even if you write, it's not a problem. It won't be penalized. Next step is the date, where to write the date. So above the address or below the address, or below or above the address. So above the address is right, but it is not appreciated by OET official. Below the address is right and appreciated, and below or above the address is right, but it's not appreciated. The reason which is mentioned in the sample letters in the OET official website. So in this format, which is the right and which format we have to use while writing a letter in the date. The first one is it's right and appreciated. Second one is right, but it's not appreciated by OET official. Then the third one is completely wrong, because if you are using a short form, can make any spelling mistake, Jan will become June or anything that can reduce our score. So it would be better to avoid such short forms while writing the date. Then the remaining three formats is right, but it's not appreciated by OET official. And the seventh one is it's not right and it's not appreciated also. And the last one is right, but it's not appreciated by OET official. So this is the right format of write a date while writing the writing subtest. The reasons are it's an international exam, and the sample letters which is given in the OET official website are the model for choosing this date, and that given a clear clarity how to write the date when you are writing a letter. So this is the format which we are taken from the OET official website, and thank you OET for using this material. So here, the official website, it's mentioned 10th February 2019. And the sample 2 is 22 January 2009. In the 4 letters format also, they mentioned the same format while writing the date. So this is how we have to confirm, or we will get a clarity how to write the date. Then comes to the salutation. If the professional's name is there, means it would be better to use dear Mr. Smith or Mr. Joseph or whatever it is, what name which is given in that writing task. If the name is not there, then you can use the profession, dear nurse or dear GP or dear physician, like that. Again comes to the reference line, the 4th point. How to write an age, or where we whether we can write the data format, or how to use the data format. or in the writing task, age and date of birth is given, then how to write the reference line, whether we can mention both age or date of birth in that. So here also we can refer the model letter which is given in the website. So according to that, we can choose. So these 4 formats are right. We can use the if it is there in the if they're given in the age, you can just write the age. If date of birth is there, means that is better to write the date of birth. Both are there, means always try to choose the date of birth first, but no need to calculate. If they're given the age, then you have to sit and count. No, it's not. It's time consuming and no need to do that work. It's waste of time. And try to write as they given in the case note. So criteria, case notes, and sample letter for the example. Here from the sample letter, Lionel Ramamurthy, aged 63. Then the next one is Mr. Peter Dunbar, date of birth 18 March 1932. The next one is Jake Peterson, date of birth 17 March 2001. Or Mrs. Patricia Styles, date of birth 27 April, 1957. Please note, no need to put full stop while writing the date of birth. I hope you understood what I am explained in the. If you have any concerns, you can drop your concerns or doubts in the main platform. And take this screenshot of this writing task and write down the address, date, and salutation and a reference line and during the discussion time or after that. Thank you.